Hey, Gorls. So I'm pretty late to watching this, mostly because I know every time Amber says, I'm leaving, I'm quitting, she comes back. So, whatever. But I wanted to watch this and get this up on the channel because I actually haven't sat through an Amber video on my own in probably since I started watching her because I have exclusively used reactors to watch Amber because I cannot stomach her. She is just incredibly stupid. And I mean that in the nicest way possible because you can just tell that she has no education. And I'll never understand how someone can only speak one language and have a very poor grasp on that language with all these filler words like hecticana and literally and whatever other dialect of the day she chooses. So anyway, let's suffer together as we do and see what her reason is this time for quitting YouTube.
Um, but this stuff with my aunt, like, is so crazy. Sorry for all the fur. Again, I was cuddling the babies, and this is also because Romeo likes to lay right here. And I'm just like, okay. And then I have to like hold my phone up super high to even like look.
She's such a liar because I've noticed this in other videos. She's either scratching herself too hard or has some kind of weird reaction. It's not because her kitten loves her and wants to cuddle with her, okay?
At it or whatever I'm doing. Oh, he's coming again. Um, so yeah, just this like whole thing with my aunt like is insane. Insane. It's like she can speak her truth, but then the minute I speak mine, she's like, see you in court. And I'm like, I'm unwell.
So, Amber, you are unwell, but it's not for the reason that you want it to be. Amber is unwell because she can't keep her story straight. I don't think what Tammy is doing is sane by any means. I think any well rounded and grounded adult would have better coping mechanisms than to come online and trash their family members. But this is Amberlyn, and these are the reads, and people do what they want to do. And I mean, maybe if I was in Tammy's shoes, I'd do the same because I just don't have a messy cousin or niece to like compare that to know what I would do. But anyway, really crazy, and there are better ways to get through this, but I digress. Amber just does not want to take any accountability, and we say this over and over again. I am not the first and I'm not the last to say this. Amber refuses to accept responsibility for the things she's done. She takes no accountability for the things that she says. And honestly, I think this lawsuit really just is her having to face the consequences of her extremely poor decision making and her actions. It's just overall a net positive in girl world.
I'm unwell. I'm genuinely unwell. I have had a slander, if you will, if we want to use that word. I've had slander happen to me for what, 12 years now on YouTube. Never sued a soul. And I'm telling you, the things that people have said about me has been crazy. Like crazy. Um, Things that aren't real, things that will never be real. I've never sued a soul. Never sued a soul. And it's just it's hypocritical, and it's another way to silence me. And you know what? You won. You won. I'm gonna
Okay, so the recording is lagging a bit behind, but I'm not really I don't really watch Amber for her face. I listen to what she says and like whatever. Amber just being like I'm silenced is so funny considering that her platform is exponentially larger than Tammy's and no pun intended. But Amber feels like Amber receives criticism in a way where she's being silenced. She thinks that she's the victim, and whenever anyone has a rebuttal to anything she says, that's automatically making that person a villain in her story. And she is the dainty princess who needs to be rescued and can only do so by defending herself verbally, and therefore she's gonna like come out with all of these quite frankly slanderous statements. Um Saying that your aunt, was with a PDF and then like not presenting any evidence to back that up. I mean, that could get somebody sued, okay? Especially if you already do not have a good relationship with a family member. I mean, the people who end up in court the most are families because you are, you know each other intimately, and you know all the mistakes and the wrong things people have done, and if you want to be petty, you end up going to court and using that against the person. And I think like you really crossed the line by saying to Tammy that, her ex-husband was so and so, because like you can't just throw out these accusations without having any evidence. Like it's just a matter of fact. That's just the way things go. You can't just say things about people and not think that there's going to be any real life consequences.
Keep my truth. I'm gonna keep my truth. I'm gonna journal it out. One day I might publish those puppies. I know how bad so many people want to read my journal. So
The only people who want to read your journal are going to be critics, and you're going to say, "Oh my god, you guys are silencing me. I'm going to quit and I'm going to put this pen down."
um it's just it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to me anymore.
I think it should be. I think if you honestly believe in the things that you say, why wouldn't it be worth it, Amber? Why, if you truly are firm in your beliefs and you believe that you're telling the truth, as you say, my truth, why wouldn't you take this more seriously? Why not go to court? Why not get down and dirty with your aunt? Like she's just proving that she knows she's a bullshitter.
You know what? I might see her in court. And the thing is, she's not going to win because there's nothing to win. A lot of people have taught me it's really hard to prove slander, etc.,
Why would she need people to teach her if she supposedly has a lawyer?
etc. I believe what I said is 100% true. So that is what I have to stand on and what
I hope everyone caught that, where she said, "I believe that what I said is 100% true." Because I'm sorry, but belief doesn't hold well up in court, okay? You need to have factual evidence that is based in reality, girlfriend.
will stand on. But even before I found that out, which I found this out literally 5 minutes ago, um, I'm really glad that I have friends who got my back, if you will, for moments like this.
Big back.
Um, Even before I found that out, I was talking to my friend and I said, I am going to take a break from YouTube because mentally, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it. Thankfully, I have an amazing savings. I, work for my money and I got it.
I wonder how large the nest egg is.
Yeah, sometimes I got that shopping addiction going, you know what I'm saying? But I also know how to save my money. I'm responsible.
Lies and lies.
And I need to just focus on me and my own. And the drama on YouTube is not.
Who is my own? Because you can't even take care of your pets. You don't live with anyone. Who is me and my own?
Not worth it to me. The drama on YouTube is so otherworldly compared to like my actual true life. And
Okay, so this is her actual true life. I mean, this is her aunt. It doesn't get any more actual and any more real and true than this. This is your aunt, Amber. I mean, it's crazy because this is what you see with perpetrators all the time is just like the lack of accountability and dissociating from their crimes and just like I'm not saying she's committed like straight up crimes, but it's the same like method that goes on in their head. It's just the inability to understand how they have done things wrong. There's just no, I've been wronged, and what I did was just a reaction to a bad and abnormal situation. Instead of being like, you know what, maybe I was an asshole. Like there's nothing.
Just I can't do it anymore. Like this community is so lopsided. And I'm about to speak about Ethan Klein right now, which ew. Ew. As you guys know, I've always loved H3. Oh bitch. Not after some of the things that I have seen. Also my friend told me. I'm like, what is actually happening? But it's like the same people who are like cancel Ethan for that is supporting Tammy. It's confusing.
I love how she says this just without any any idea whether or not this is true. I mean, does she know how many of her quote unquote hateful messages and then like supporting Tammy? I mean, she just says like it just I just know that she hasn't actually seen this happening in action with her eyeballs. She's just shouting this out and hoping somebody goes, "Oh yeah, I know somebody who's like that." Like, come on.
Um, I'm not calling my aunt a abuser in that way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she was with someone who did that. And it is what it is. Like I'm only using my voice for other people's voices that weren't able to be used. And
Oh my god, she is giving Kendra "I'm in love with my psychiatrist" so bad. It's like, and people even on the on those TikTok comments were saying like Kendra has like some wild narcissistic delusions because it's like everything that occurs, she has to twist it in her like sick freak mind and make it about herself, and that's what Amber is doing.
if my aunt is pissed about that, then you know what? Be pissed. Like genuinely. It's crazy that like she can say what she wants and the minute I do it, see you in court, it's off the wall. It's a different type of narcissist. It's a different type of crazy than I've ever seen.
I mean, it's just not based in reality. Again, I don't even know if I can finish this, man. I always try to do this and I can't. Like I need where is my girl? Oh, she's working. So, it's just me today. But like I can't, dude. It's just so like, I worked with kids. Like one of my first jobs was working in daycare and taking care of children like toddlers. And this is like literally toddler mentality. I know at this point it's a trope in our community, making fun of her and saying she's like a massive toddler, but her mannerisms, her coping abilities or the lack of coping abilities, honestly, are just very like it's you can tell she has crazy arrested development and she uses it like it's funny, she'll be like, "Oh my god, hee, that's me. I'm so quirky," but like it's actually really pathetic. It's not even sad, it's pathetic because having a bad childhood doesn't is not a perpetual excuse. You have to work on yourself. If not for the sake of everyone else, but like for your own sake. Like after a while, it must be pretty tiresome to just live with yourself with all of these delusions and inability to accept any sort of responsibility for the way your life is going and the way people are treating you. I mean, it is honestly fascinating. I think that's what pulls a lot of people in. Is just like some people wonder if she's a troll or not, but there are some things that you cannot fake. And I really think she is not faking this. She truly thinks that she is a victim. like even of Tammy. And like again, I'm not here to defend Tammy because I've already said what I said about, just being a family member coming online and talking trash. It is entertaining, but obviously maladaptive coping mechanism. But like I just think like what does Amber I want to know what she dreams about. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like what I just there are so many questions and I will never get answers. Just wow, girl, wow.
And I want no part in it, genuinely. So I think I'm going to take a break and come back maybe October. So it is going to be over a month. And I think that's what's good for me. And I think that's what's going to be best for me and my mentals.
Man, I wish I could take a month off of work. I'll give her that. Living the dream.
Yeah, I got to do it. It's going to be hard because, like, I love filming. I love live streaming. I love my supporters,
Nice.
100%. But, bitch, I do not love the
Nice.
rest. Like, I hate the drama.
She like who are these supporters? Okay, like the three people in her chat. She talks about her supporters like God, like everything she does, it's in spite of her supporters. Cause like if you know that you have people who watch you and support you and are like paying to watch your channel and have like special access to like literally no benefits, like why would you then be like, you know what, bitches, I'm gonna take a break. Fuck all y'all. That's just heinous.
I don't have drama in my real life. I hate
Insane. Insane.
the dramatics. I don't have any of this in my real life currently. And it's like, I feel like I'm living, I'm literally Hannah Montana. Like, I ain't got the best of both worlds. I have one real good world and one real bad one. And YouTube is the bad one. So I'm gonna take a break. This girly pop, like, I got permission from my boss. My boss said, go for it. Like, it's up to you. And I said, thank you so much.
Is that supposed to be funny?
So we're on a mental health leave. We're gonna have a leave of absence as you call them.
This is actually so disgusting. If you are an American and you work in the American corporation systems and uh, this is so it's just so out of touch. It's so distasteful. It's so disgusting. Nobody thinks that this is funny or cute or quirky, Amber. This is gross.
And yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time.
Then stay off, girl. God damn. Just go. Life will move on without you.
Maybe October 1st, I'm gonna come back. Um, I think that's gonna be good for me.
It would be really good for me too, honestly. Like if she just like stopped posting, I would be, bored for like a couple of weeks cuz I'm really used to, watching her like basically every day like somebody talking about her and making me giggle. But ultimately, life goes on, girl. Like she really does think that like we have nothing better to do. I'm just here because it's funny. But I have a lot of other things I should be doing, like my laundry, for example. If you know, you know.
And I hope it's good for those who are like literally obsessed with me. Literally obsessed with me. There's so many of you, including Tammy. It's a weird energy. Um,
Do you see what I mean when I say that she doesn't know how to express herself? Like what she could say is like, honestly, it's a little bit embarrassing and concerning that my aunt is going to take me to court for something I said online when she could just, ring me up on a phone call. And instead she's like, it's giving weird energy. Open a dictionary, please.
so yeah. It's
I hate how she rubs her boogers all over her body. Girl, stop. Get a tissue.
It's kind of crazy because
That's why she has a rash. Look at her. She just like, oh, girl, so disgusting. This is how she gives herself cellulitis. It's because she picks her nose, and then with all of that MRSA and like staph all over under her fingernails, she goes and scratches her nasty meat.
I have taken like 2 weeks break, but over a month is going to be hard.
Okay.
And I'm done putting myself kind of in that position. And I hope with this month of Amberlynn kind of just like leaving social media, I hope that maybe some people can also sit back and be like, you know what? Maybe I am a little too harsh with Amberlynn. Like, I get that all the time.
Talking about herself in third person is wild, but also like nobody's too harsh on you. People aren't harsh enough. Hence why I decided I needed to finally make a YouTube because I just feel like nobody is scratching that itch. And I don't know if it's because like YouTube is really strict and there's a lot of, people like try to push it and then like get, warnings. But I feel like we really, as a society, need to stop allowing people to be like this because it is not okay. Because even if she, in particular, doesn't operate within society, she's on the outskirts. She's someone who doesn't belong. She's out of the ordinary. She also doesn't participate except bingo nights. There are people who act just like this, and it's not okay, should not be reinforced. Matter of fact, we should be doing the opposite of reinforcement. We should be doing a negative. My bad, y'all. I got a phone call. But anyway, we should not allow this in society. When they said, like, we're going to do the no kid left behind, some of us should have been left behind. Because now we have this.
get so many DMs of people like, I'm sorry, I realize reaction channels are shit. Like, Girl World is insane. They're hypocrites. Like, I get those. I get the apologies. I get all of that. And I love it, but it's like, I wish more people could see that and be like that because it's a fucking lot. It is genuinely a lot. And people who dissect every last little drop of my life, the people who are making that okay are reaction channels. The people who almost
Yeah, and it's fun. You should try it sometime.
like entice, I don't know if that's the word for it,
Insight.
but like entice harassment and
Inciting harassment.
bullying and like just this nonsense of it all
Stop bullying me.
is reaction channels. It was never this bad before.
Yeah, because we literally talked about this yesterday. Okay, on our live stream, I literally said like a couple of years ago she was a little bit more coherent, and so there was like the capability there to have like a back and forth. Not anymore, because she's insulated herself so much and isolated herself. So like any criticism she gets, she has to go like buck wild just to contain herself and make sure that her little delusional bubble doesn't pop.
But as reaction channels get more mean
That's me.
and boundaries are, stepped over.
That's also me.
Oop.
Just kidding. I don't cross any boundaries. I would never. Like the people that like meddle in her like actual personal affairs, like y'all need to stop. That's weird.
And boundaries are like stepped over. Sorry, Romeo was just having the time of his life. He just went on my laptop. Um when tons of boundaries are crossed,
All right.
she is literally in a community full of people who are fat phobic, who dox, who harass, who bully, who have literally told me to kill myself. I can't even tell you how many times.
So, okay, to be fair, she's not wrong. This community, obviously, generalizing doesn't work. And you cannot apply a generalization really to any group, but there are a lot of people, especially like on K farms, that are like, you don't want to mess with them because they can figure out anything they want to know. That's just how the internet is nowadays. It's very powerful. But also saying that she's like, if you were to say that she wasn't being bullied and that there isn't an element of fat phobia here, like that would just be incorrect. But a lot or most reaction channels just start because, first of all, you can you can find a sense of community like with people who have, similar opinions to someone you're watching. That's how fandoms are started. And so this is a kind of fandom, but like it's about a person who's problematic. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that she doesn't get bullied and that she doesn't get doxxed and that people don't say certain horrible things to her, because she does go through that. But you also have to remember that there's a lot of frustration from people, and like another thing is, not everyone has the tools to express themselves very similarly to Amber. So like when they're frustrated, they can't properly like, put words to their feelings, and then they just say like really nasty mean things when really they might not have meant that had they had a better vocabulary, honestly. So like I get what she's saying, that it's like it's kind of weird that her aunt is going to like a hate community, but it's because she finds kinship, She's not going to talk to people who love you because she's angry at you. So she's not gonna go and sit and talk to a bunch of ant babies. The fuck? She's gonna go and look for people who, feel similarly to her and like validate her, because that's what people do. People seek validation. I mean, you should know.
Who have laughed at my body, who have made fun of me.
Me. I'll say it. I mean, I don't consider myself fat phobic, but I would hate myself if I was Amber's size or anywhere near her size. It's not something I want for myself. Oh my god, look at her face. But yeah, and like I think she looks like shit, and I laugh at it. It's funny, but that's not why I don't like her.
Who have joked about me dying.
Yeah, that's not nice. Like you can, there's so much other stuff you can make fun of her for, like other valid criticisms that are like way better talking points. Like we don't have to be saying all that. That's nasty.
That's the community that she is placing herself in.
True, that's true.
That's dancing with the devil, honey.
Okay, let's stop right there, DMX. You nasty, you stupid. Look at me bullying her. Oops.
And I'm personally not going to be a part of it. I never have.
Okay, you're not a part though. Like you're not in this club, okay? The club is about you, but you are not a part of it. Okay, I had to skip a little bit because she's just so boring and continues to say the same dumb shit.
The horrific things that are said to me, because it's a community of people who are not happy with themselves. It's a community of people who are not happy in their lives. Nobody, and I mean nobody in this world who is happy with themselves truly 100% or even 80%.
I love how she just throws these figures. Like, where are you getting this information? Can you please cite your sources? I'm curious.
Or happy in their relationships or happy in their lives or their work would ever sit around and treat someone as badly as I am treated.
Okay, so we need to break this down, right? Because like there is treatment and then there is criticism. Girl, nobody's treating you any type of way because nobody like, you could just close the computer. You could just turn your phone off and then none of this, oh my god, this screenshot. Okay. Yeah, nobody would like affect you if you just like turned, if you unplugged your Wi-Fi, okay? None of this would affect you. The way that you're being treated by society, I mean, has nothing to do with girl world, in my opinion. I think the way that you present yourself to people out in public, I don't know what that looks like because I don't live anywhere near you. And I'm sure that you are not received well by many because you have a horrible personality. You don't go out very often. And when you do, I'm sure you smell like shit and you look like shit because you just, I'm sorry, but the truth is like you are like a modern age freak show. I mean, people 100 years ago or whatever used to go to freak shows and they would pay money to go gawk at people like you and like others. And it's, I'm not saying that that's like valid and like acceptable in like civil societies. I think that that like, you know, should be condemned. But the reality is that people have morbid curiosity, and so they see someone like you and they're like, God damn, you know, I would be too. And I am someone who has been trained to work with any type of person. But in my nature, you know, I'm gonna see someone who's gargantuan and I'm gonna be like, holy shit, like that sucks, you know, and then that was it. Go on with my day. But the criticism that you're receiving is not a treatment. Like, does that make sense? I hope that that makes sense. Because what I'm trying to say is like, everything that's happening online is just online. Girl, log off then. And actually stay off. Because she'll say this and she's like, I'm leaving. But she'll be like doing Q&As every day. She'll be doing like Instagram stalking every day. She'll be on Reddit, on the farms. She can't stay logged off. So just because she's not producing anything doesn't mean that she's actually taking a break. There is no leaving when all you do in your existence is stay awake and walk around at home. And I say walking very lightly.
Period. Nobody.
Period.
And I'm talking about every reaction channel out there as well. They are miserable people.
Okay.
There are people who act like they're perfect, but the thing is, their shit just haven't seen the light of day. You just
That's really bold coming from a hermit.
haven't gotten to see their bullshit. And some of it has been shown, but people act like it does not matter.
No, I don't think anyone acts that way. You're just stupid and you can't comprehend anything that doesn't involve you.
And that's terrifying. Because
Is it? You sound like you have agoraphobia, girl, because you're like, it's terrifying being alive and existing in 2025. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Everything is so scary.
this the reaction channel community is literally made to destroy Amber Lynn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And as long as people are doing that, that is all that matters. And I simply just don't want to be a part of it.
But you're not, girl. Like, you're not a part of this. Sorry. I think you wish you were. I think you wish you had better relations with some of the reactors so that you could actually go on their live streams. But you are too weak to take any kind of criticism. And you are just too much of a coward to actually, you know, interact with other humans, girl. It's funny as hell.
I don't
It's so funny when she says, you guys just haven't been thrown the shit that you given me in your face. Like, girl, most of us, if not all of us, hold down jobs. Like, we absolutely get criticized all the time. What are you talking about? You're the only one that doesn't have that coping skill, sweetie.
want to be a part of it. And that means I have to remove myself.
Sure do. But you're not a part of it. But you sure do need to remove yourself.
Because the haters aren't going to remove themselves. The reaction channels won't remove themselves. I have to do that.
I am so strong. Guys, please remember me. Martyr Lynn signing out.
But yo, mama was reacting to something that Shani said. And Shani said something about me. Shani said that the haters on YouTube made me not even half as the person that I once was.
Cause you're double A.
And when she said that out, I literally had to pause the video and I was like,
And I was like, oh my god, literally, I'm dying. So true.
like, fuck. That's
Like, oh my, literally.
genuinely true.
Genuinely, like, literally.
Like,
Like literally.
the way that I'm treated has genuinely
Genuinely, like literally. Literally destroyed me. Literally, genuinely.
destroyed me.
Genuinely.
And I'm not the person I once was. I'm
Literally.
not. Like, I'm not who I'm meant to be.
Genuinely.
Because of all the hate, one person can only genuinely take so much.
Literally.
Because then what? Like, genuinely,
Genuinely.
then what? And it's just,
Literally.
it's a lot and it's hard.
Genuinely.
And I know I don't deserve even 90% of this. I know I
Literally.
don't. I know I
Genuinely.
don't. And yeah, it's just a lot.
Literally.
It's genuinely just a lot.
Literally.
So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say though. I
Genuinely.
think that's it. That I'm gonna be gone for a while. So,
Literally.
and I think during that time, I'm going to focus very hard on the right things instead of the wrong things. Because
Genuinely.
that's important to me.
Literally.
Hi, Romeo. Little Ro. Yeah.
Genuinely.
He's so sweet. And he's so
Literally.
soft. He's in a playful mood, so he's playing with
Okay.
my dad's birthday. And he's going through a lot right now. So,
Literally.
yeah, there's nothing really that
The switch up is crazy though. Genuinely.
great in September. I'm just really gonna focus on me and my mental health. And when I come
Memento.
back, I don't know. I'm during that time I might film something, but I'm not gonna upload until October 1st. I don't want anything new of mine to be on sorry. Romeo's not falling asleep on my leg. He's so sweet.
The way that she's looking off into the distance and apparently she's looking at a cat that's on her leg is crazy.
I just don't want to upload anything new.
Okay, whatever. Alright, well, that was not surprising whatsoever. So, I guess we will see how long it takes for her to come back. She could either come back sooner or later. I feel like it's a coin toss because she's done both. Both. But yeah, I mean, that was mind numbing. I just got home from work and I was like, let me try to do this real quick. And my lord. But at least now I've seen this, so I'm more up to date, I guess, with the Gorl. So let me know what you guys think. How long do you think it'll take for Miss Gorl genuinely, literally to come back? And I guess we'll see. Okay? Bye.